going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Makeup Artist Monday. It's artistry like bam. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. If you're new here, my name is Brandon. I'm a professional makeup artist here in Chicago, and I'm here to teach you some things about makeup. So that sounds like something you're interested in. Let's hop right in. Alright, so I have something really fun to share with you guys today. As a professional makeup artist, I get to buy and play with so much different makeup. And one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas is Duochromes. If you're not familiar with Duochromes is, it's like a pressed eyeshadow formula or a loose eyeshadow formula that has kind of multiple different shifts of pigments in it. So you might look at it and see one color, and then the light might hit it a different way, and it might actually shift and look like a different color. So that's one of my favorite eyeshadows to kind of buy and play with because they're so multi-use. You can use them on the face, you can use them on the eyes, and the inner corner, and they're really fun because they have that really cool shift. I'm going to show you guys today what a duochrome is and how it kind of shifts. I have a couple in my kit and in my collection that I really love and that have been staples over the years, and so I'm going to show you how to actually use them, what they are really cool for, and then how to actually make them shift too. So we're going to start with one of my ultra favorites, and this is a staple for many years. This one is Blue Brown Pigment from MAC, but this is actually a Makeup Geek eyeshadow. So if you're familiar with Makeup Geek, they actually had a dupe of the MAC Blue Brown eyeshadow. It looks just like this. So you can see that in the pan, it kind of has this like really high blue reflection, and then underneath it has a really beautiful brown base. So this is really cool because when you swatch it, you'll see kind of what I'm talking about, how the brown surrounds the outer portion of the shadow, and then the blue is in the middle. So if I actually swatch it on my hand, you'll see how it kind of shifts right before your eyes. So you get a little bit of that flash of blue, you get that flash of brown, and it's super cool. So this is really great for a smoky eye or for an evening out because it has that really high impact of blue, which is really nice and beautiful in just certain different lights when it catches it, but it also has that base of brown, so it still gives you a little bit of element of natural or a neutral look because you still have that warmer base. This looks really great on brown eyes too because it gives you that balance, and it's really beautiful to have that flash. So that's a really cool staple. One of my favorites in my collection is the Crayon Loose Pigments. So these also come in a few duochrome shades as well, and I have it in the color Marble. So as you look at it, it looks like this very soft silvery gray, but it also has like this really beautiful flash of purple. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. So I'm going to dip my finger into it so you can see how the pigment is loose. It picks up like that, so it does look like a very high grade silver pigment, and then actually when I swatch it, you'll see it does flash a little bit of that purple. So this is really cool because you can get a softer look, you get that high shine, and then you get a little bit of that purple base. So this one is not as intense as the blue black, or the blue brown I mean, but this is just as beautiful because it does have a little bit of that soft lavender purple, and then a little bit of that gray, a little bit of that silver, so it's kind of three shadows all in one. If you really want to make this shadow pop, one of my all-time favorite tricks is actually using a black eyeshadow. So black eyeshadows can act as transformers. They can really grab onto the deeper base in the shadow and pull it and make it pop just a little bit more. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. So I have a matte black eyeshadow right here. I'm going to swatch it on my finger just like that so you can see, and then I'm going to pop it right next to it. So you'll see just like that, so the matte black. And then I'm actually going to take the same shadow and then apply it right over it, and then you're going to see that it flashes just a little bit more icy on the black, and then it has a little bit more of the purple too. So let's show you. And these are pigments, so these are best to use wet or loose because they don't hold onto the eye very well. So you can see how it just gives it a little bit of that deeper base, and it gives a little bit more of that richness, and you can see from farther back, you can see that black base, and it gives you that icy smokiness on top, and then it really does pull that deeper color. So let me do that really quickly with blue black, or the blue brown, so you can see what that looks like. So I'm going to go in with the black shadow, swatch that on my hand really quickly. You could also do this with an eyeliner or a liquid liner. This looks really beautiful with that. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to go into the pigment and then press that right over it. So you'll see how more of the blue is flashing out, and you're not seeing much of that brown base at all. So this is really cool because, like I said, for that smoky eye, you get a little bit of that neutralness, and then you can have that really high impact blue teal color because the black is making that color pop. So that's a really, really fun transformer and a new cool way to use your eyeshadows as well. So another company that has a lot of really, really beautiful duochromes that I have yet to get my hands on is Leonad Cosmetics. You can find them on Instagram. They sent me just a couple of these. So this is called Weathered. So this is one of their eyeshadows, looks just like this. And it's this really beautiful high impact gold. But when you look at it in person, it almost looks kind of like a green. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like right here on my hand. And you barely have to touch these eyeshadows, guys. They're so blendable. So you can see how it's pulling a little bit more gold, but it has that really, really high impact flash of almost like a lime yellow green undertone. So that's so beautiful. So I'm actually going to show you guys with a black eyeliner. We're going to apply that on the back of the hand, and we're going to use this as our base, just like that. So I'm going to show you how this eyeshadow next. So this one is called Ambient, and this is from Leonad Cosmetics as well. So you can see that it kind of looks like an icy white almost, or like a lavender, but this one is really beautiful because it has a flash of like a purple, a flash of pink, and then a little bit of blue, and it's really, really icy too, just like that marble color. It also has a lot of green, which is really, really interesting. So it is a lot of different colors, as you can see. It's really hard to show you the beauty of these shadows because in person they look so pretty, but on camera it kind of flashes out the color. So you can see it looks just like that, almost an icy white kind of a color. Sorry about the sirens, guys. Just like that. And then you can see how on the back of my hand it looks white, but when I turn my hand you can get a little bit of that green, a little bit of that pink, and a little bit of that opalescence. So I don't know if the light is doing it justice. I'll see if I can insert a video of what they all look like, kind of shifting in different lights, but this is one of my favorites. So you can see it kind of looks a little bit pink, it looks a little bit icy, it looks a little bit that blue, and has a little bit of that green undertone as well. And then I'm gonna show you on the black what this one looks like because it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna take the same finger, same swatch, just like that. I'm actually gonna press it right on the black so you guys can see. So do you see how now, wow, so pretty. So you see how now that's flashing more pink? So over here, it flashes more icy, more like lavendery. This one flashes definitely a lot more pink. So you can see how putting that black base really allows that eyeshadow to really transform. So that is super cool. I really love these colors, and that's just another fun reason to use duochromes. So we're gonna go on to one of the other staples that I really love. So this is MAC Melon Pigment. This one also is really beautiful because it appears like this really beautiful like copper warm color, and then when you swatch it, it actually has a really soft like sheer golden undertone, if you can see that. So that's really beautiful too, and that is considered a duochrome, and that is MAC Melon Pigment. That is a tried and true staple in my kit for literally almost 10 years. I've had so many of those. They look great on the body. They look great in mixed in body lotion on deeper skin tones or medium skin tones. You can also use them as eyeshadow. You could use them in nail polish. You can use them on the lips for gloss. I'm gonna use a quick wipe. So yeah, they're just really versatile, super easy to use. Pigments are one of the first things that I bought as a makeup artist because I knew if I had a pigment, then I could transform that and do multiple different things with it. So that's one of the things that I really love. Another MAC pigment that's been a staple in my kit is vanilla. So vanilla looks like this really beautiful like icy white, but it is also a really beautiful flash of gold when you swatch it. So I'll show you guys just like this, really beautiful icy white, and then when you swatch it, you can see that it turns up that really beautiful high flashy shine of gold. So that is the MAC Vanilla Pigment. That is a really beautiful one. MAC also carries another one called 24 Karat Gold, which appears more golden, and then it has a little bit of that green hue. That's a really popular color as well. So I'll show you kind of like what that looks like. So it looks like that. It has a little bit of that greeny gold hue, and that is MAC 24 Karat Gold. Really beautiful. And then another one that MAC has that's really cool is the MAC Reflex Pigments. So these are like loose glitters that are really fine. So I'm only going to show you the cap because if I take it out, it'll literally go everywhere. But you can see inside it looks white, but if I show you the cap, you can see that it reflects blue, but it also has a lot of pink to it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there's actually a lot of pink in this jar. There it goes. See, I barely opened it and there's like glitter everywhere in the air. So yes, that's why I'm not going to use too much of it. But it's a really, really beautiful color too. And this looks great over smoky eyes. You can use this on the face and the body as well. I've airbrushed this on so many times in hair and then body. And then also you can use this like over lips too to create a really beautiful high duochrome lip shine, which is really fun. So there's so many different brands that make duochrome eyeshadows. Unfortunately, I don't have all of them. I wish that I could own all of them. Like I said, Leonad Cosmetics has some of my favorites so far that I've seen recently in a couple years. They're like these really beautiful soft baked pressed pigments, and they have so many different shades. I've seen like, I swear, like 1,200 eyeshadows on their website, and I was like, whoa, too many. But I just need to have them all. Like, so beautiful, super versatile, and really, really fun. So hope this video was helpful for you guys. Hope that you learned something. Hope that you had fun with me. This is a different video for me. This is kind of a sit and chit chat and just kind of show you what I really love. Duochromes are really, really fun to play with. I hope you guys have the chance to experience them. Go out and buy some. There's so many different cosmetic companies that have them, so don't feel afraid to play with some different things, swatch them, see how they look on you. Actually, don't be afraid to put them on a black base, see how they transform, see how they can be manipulated, wear them on the cheek, wear them on the body, and have fun with it. So, alright guys, until next Makeup Artist Monday, I will see you guys all next week. Have a great week, guys. Alright, bye.